You're on.
Start by Hi everyone, I'm Matt. I'm going to be your MC for tonight. I'd like to start with an acknowledgement of country. I'm streaming from the Wurundjeri, the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all participate, and the original Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participating in GovHack. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal people and their ongoing cultures and connection to the land and waters of Australia. So welcome everybody to the Northern Territory, South Australia, Victoria and Western Australian GovHack State Awards. I'd also like to welcome our presenters, Tina Harden and Rob Klotz, Executive Directors, Clinical Informatics Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health, Kerry Cruikshank, Product Manager, Open Data Strategy, Digital Design and Innovation, Department of Premier and Cabinet, Victorian Government, and Linda Batten, Customer Experience Manager, Melbourne Water. I'd like to continue by thanking our sponsors, our lead corporate international sponsor, Infosys, our international sponsors, AWS and Insight Consulting, our lead New Zealand corporate sponsor, Proaxium, our Australian national agency sponsors, the ATO, the Department of Education, Skills and Employment, CSIRO, and the Australian Research Data Commons, our Australia's national sponsors and partners, Telstra Developer, ARNet and Slack, our community partners, Hackathons Australia, Open Source Collective, Innovations Accelerated, the Australian Web Industry Association and Allsquares, our ACT sponsors, ACT Government, NTT and ISOBAR, our New South Wales sponsors, New South Wales Government Customer Services, Liverpool City Council and the New South Wales Rural Fire Service, our Queensland sponsors, Queensland Government and the Sunshine Coast Council, our South Australia sponsors, DPC South Australia, the Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health, our Tasmanian sponsors, DPC Tasmania and the cities of Hobart and Launceston, our Victorian sponsors, DPC Victoria and Melbourne Water, and our Western Australian sponsor, the Western Australian Electoral Commission. We've got a couple of sponsor presentations from the Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health from the SA Government and from Victorian Government. So I'd like to start by welcoming Tina Harden from the Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health. Tina is the Executive Director, Clinical Informatics Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health. Over to you, Tina.
Thank you, Matt. We'd first of all like to extend a special thank you to all of the people that helped us at the Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health put together our GovHack challenge, and in particular to all of those who submitted challenges to our challenge, I guess. And we were thrilled to participate in the GovHack event. We were involved all weekend during the challenge, and it was fantastic to be able to reach out and talk to many people across the system. I think what we're experiencing in South Australia, particularly over the last few years, is a change in government and their approach to how we want to engage with people outside of government, whether that's researchers, industry, and citizens, and make better use of our data and enrich it. And certainly at the Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health, we are passionate about how we can bring people together with different and diverse perspectives to help solve challenges that are across the sector, and in particular around health. COVID-19, I think, has certainly highlighted how we can bring together many different perspectives and different publicly available data sets to help solve challenges together. So thanks very much, Matt. And again, just a special thank you to everyone who contributed and made it a special event for us and for our challenge. Thanks, Matt.
Cool. Thanks, Tina. I'd also like to welcome Kerry Cruikshank, the Product Manager, Open Data Strategy, Digital Design and Innovation at Department of Premier and Cabinet, Victorian Government. Over to you, Kerry. Kerry is muted.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Hi, Matt.
yeah, it's great. DPC Victoria, really proud to be a sponsor this year. We've been sponsors since GovHack first started, and it's really great that this organisation has pulled together this event, and we're just really proud to be a part of it. So we're always amazed that people like all of the contestants over the weekend can work sort of day in, day out, all day with their day jobs, and also deliver such great results. And we had such fun judging these entries, and we can't wait to reveal them for you. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Kerry. So a little bit of information on the awards process. So we're going to go through each of the regions in alphabetical order. That's South Australia, Victoria, and Western Australia. Within each region, we'll be building up to the major sponsor for each region. And for each sponsor, the challenges will be presented in alphabetical order. We'll be announcing the for the challenges. We'll have the honourable mentions, runners-up, and the winners. When there are more than one of each type, they'll be presented in alphabetical order. Each of these projects are high-ranking in a specific challenge. Honourable mentions were good, but just missed out on being the runner-up or the winner, so they get a mention anyway. For the first runner-up, or for the first time a runner-up or a winner is announced during the stream, I will give a brief description of that team's project, while their video is presented sped up at 4 speed, so that you can have a bit of a look at what they have to show you. After all of the challenges from each of the sponsors in each region, we'll be announcing the winners of the People's Choice Awards for South Australia, Victoria, and Western Australia. And tomorrow, teams will be emailed their certificates and told what information, what is going to be happening next. So keep an eye out on your emails if you are one of our lucky winners. I'd like to invite Harshal Davi, the South Australian Director, to give a brief overview of the competition in South Australia.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Harshal Dave, and I'm the Regional Director for South Australia as well as Northern Territory. What a great competition. You know, we had a excellent competition weekend. We were all really excited to have it in the digital format for most of the locations. And first and foremost, I want to acknowledge all the participants, their humor, pictures, and all their enthusiasm all over the competition weekend. You know, it was amazing, guys. You know, so a big thank you to all of you. I definitely want to acknowledge our sponsors and partners and the mentors for being wonderful, wonderful people, and taking time off from their busy schedules to be able to participate in this event and supporting us very ably. Special shout out to Tina, who is present as well today, and to our venue partners, Moonshots, who have helped us in hosting the event over the weekend. I wanted to thank our entire volunteer team in Adelaide, and also the international operations team across the ANZ territory. And it's a shout out to all of them for making it run successfully and smoothly behind the scenes. A great bunch of people and an excellent team to work with. While the projects were slightly lower in number than last year, the enthusiasm and the quality of the project submitted was definitely comparable, if not higher. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We had a great number of teams participating, and each and every one of you who have participated and impacted this event. A special mention to each one of you, and we shall see some of you in the red carpet events soon. So thank you so much. So the next thing is I would actually jump into the section for Economic Recovery, Jobs and Livelihood in SA, sponsored by SA Department of Premier and Cabinet. The challenge was supply chains are the entire process of producing a goods or service from sourcing raw materials to distributing the final products to the market. How can we contribute to South Australia's economic resilience by focusing on the challenges and the opportunities presented by disruptions to the supply chain in the current pandemic environment? So there is one honorable mention, and they are supply chain disruptions by switch case. There are two runner-ups. The first runner-up is mented by menteed. The second runner-up.
I'm just going to read out a little bit about their project first.
Oh yeah.
So Menteed is a marketplace to create social productive group that can enable each other to support the community of workforce by joining the strategic workforce, in addition to contributing to the economy by assisting fellow community members to upskill by consuming specific services provided on the digital platform. We achieved our mission with productive group, student and alumni staff, and corporate, community and social partners by setting expectations, offering support through the digital platform and delivering quality service with a commitment to cultural diversity, enabling competency. Back to you, Ash.
The second runner-up is Second Chance by Crazy Dreams and a Pinch of Data.
Second Chance allows the homeless, elderly, and the disabled to work together in creating a space where they can all belong and live in peace. Homeless people and those who have lost their jobs or businesses are most vulnerable can be trained in the provision of home care services. They will receive a recognised training certificate learning how to take care of the elderly and disabled in their own homes, enabling them to live with an elderly or disabled person. They could be matched with a person already living in their area who could benefit from their care.
And a drum roll, please, for the winner. The winner is EcoPulse by Pro Hackers.
EcoPulse is a decision support tool to reskill and redeploy workforce powered by analytic modelling. Supported by priority local procurement and social enterprise framework and social sentiment analysis tools and digital democracy for community engagement. Well done, EcoPulse.
Congratulations.
Now we have the challenge from CEIH. Presenting these will be Tina Harden, Executive Director, Clinical Informatics, Commission on Excellence and Innovation in Health, to present this challenge. The challenge is predicting unusual and unexpected surges in demand for health services. Over to you, Tina.
Thank you, Matt. For our challenge, we have one honourable mention, the CareMate project by Plus61. Thank you very much to all of that team for their submission. The runners-up, we have one runner-up, the project Smart Health by iWing. Well done.
Smart Health is a government integrated service platform that strengthens the medical information infrastructure and integrates information and services. This webpage or mobile app introduces telemedicine, internet medicine delivery, internet insurance and claim settlement, and personal digital health. Everyone needs only one ID on this platform.
Okay, and before I go to the winner, just to hold my chance in having suspense, I do want to just say a quick thank you to Harshal and his team. They did do an amazing job on the day and I did really appreciate all their support. So just a quick shout out to them. Thank you very much. So the winner, yep, if we could do a drum roll, that'd be fantastic, is Cover Me Crazy by Mac Hackers. And just a quick note about why we selected Cover Me Crazy over the perhaps some of the other fantastic entries. I guess the main reason is we just felt that they their brief and their response best met the challenge brief. And so we really just want to send a thank you out to, I think it's Adrian and the team. Well done. And over to you, Matt, for their description of their submission.
We looked at mental health services as an overall response to categorical data, e.g. income, education, housing, ownership rates, etc. We used Queensland Public Health Network's data for a proof of concept. A real-world working system would use all PNHs in Australia. That's public health networks. To gain a more specific and accurate prediction of health service needs, we would look at local government areas, e.g. SA2, SA3, SA4, within all public health networks for a finer picture of needs and ability to aggregate this data to PHN levels for summaries and recommendations, such as PHN funding and PHN mix of services, etc. So well done, covering me crazy. And thank you for that, Tina and Harshal. I'd like to move on to Victoria. So first we've got, we're going to hear from Kirsty McIntosh, the Victorian co-director. Thank you, Kirsty.
Hi, my name's Kirsty, and this year I was the Deputy Regional Director for GovHack Victoria. When I was selected, I was nervous because I come from a psychology background. What could I possibly bring to GovHack? A competition that people immediately associate with having above average tech knowledge. As I grow into my role, I recognise that GovHack is much more than tech or no tech, and in fact is more like a think tank for people from all disciplines to come together and create concepts that operationalise the enormous amount of data collected by government and private organisations. GovHack is about providing you, the competitors, the opportunity to showcase your skills, work collaboratively within teams of people from a range of disciplines, and get in touch with the innovator within. I had the opportunity to interact with some veteran GovHackers and newbies alike. The overarching trait that I saw was passion. People keen to give something a go because they are passionate about the future and creating smarter. GovHack was also an opportunity for our sponsors and partners to scope out talent, promote their brand, and have new ideas brought to the forefront. And we thank the Department of Premier and Cabinet, Melbourne Water, All Squares, and anyone else that I might have forgotten for their sponsorship. The competition looked a bit different this year, with the majority of states having entirely online competitions. It presented a number of challenges, but everyone rose to the occasion. I'd like to give a shout out to our amazing volunteers and a special mention to Ran Nui and Damien Devlin for their hard work and effort over the weekend. My state operations team, who completed so many hours behind the scenes, and Will, who was the state director for this year, for handing over the reins to me and giving me the chance to grow and take this opportunity. We hope to see everyone in person next year.
Thank you, Kirsty. First up from Victoria, we've got the Melbourne Water Challenge. Presenting this award is Linda Batten, Customer Experience Manager at Melbourne Water.
Melbourne Water Challenge tackles to look at how they could proactively reduce the rubbish and pollutants in our waterways, as we want everybody to be able to enjoy healthy waterways and community spaces. For this challenge, the judges scored one honourable mention. This honourable mention goes to Data Tasker by Marvellous Creations Hacking Data. Well done on your submission, it was great work. For this challenge, the judges scored one runner-up. This runner-up goes to Coral Protect the Lives by Square. This submission was a terrific example of using the data to meet the challenge. Well done, team.
Coral helps to detect waste in real time using convolution neural networks. It helps to understand which suburbs are more prone to wastes based on different parameters like events, such as footy games, Big Bash cricket matches, etc. Climate change, climate and location. Well done, folks.
The winner of the Melbourne Water Challenge is Smart Traps by Team 1004. The judges found this project one that could quite easily be adapted to solve the very real issues of the challenge whilst utilising the open data sets that were relevant. Thank you to the teams, judges and the GovHack organisation for making this event possible this year.
Litter is one of the major pollutants in inland and ocean waters. Tracking and tracing to the source of litter is the biggest issue. The proposal is to use smart IoT sensor devices. Devices attached to the litter traps will monitor and provide up-to-date data, which will help in analysing and understanding the issue more deeply and to implement tailored solutions. Well done, Smart Traps. And thank you, Linda. Now we're going to move on to the Victorian Government. Presenting these challenges will be Kerry Cruikshank, Project Manager, Open Data Strategy, Digital and Design and Innovation, Department of Premier and Cabinet Victoria. Over to you, Kerry.
Thanks, Matt. So for our first challenge, we've had 4 honourable mentions. The first one of those is Animal Welfare Tracker by Lonely Night. The second honourable mention is Enviro Assist by VIC. The third is Experimenting the Possibility by Oklahoma. And the last one is GeoNodes by Team Kronos. Our runner-up for this year for the Citizen Science Challenge is Must Count by Citizen Scientists.
Our solution leverages the power of citizen science by providing a counting tool to shed light on mask wearing compliance across Victoria. The data collected will populate a heat map visualised in real time within postcodes and boundaries. This will allow us to demonstrate the proportion of those wearing masks compared to the total individuals observed within all postcodes.
Congratulations. And the winner of the first challenge is ZenSci by Citizen Scientists. And I'd just like to say, Matt, before you go, this was a really strong entry. We loved how it encouraged citizens to be long-term data collectors, and we also loved that you could use crowdsourced data and merge it with existing observations too. It was a great entry.
ZenSci aims to introduce budding citizen scientists into the compelling and understudied world of entomology and biological diversity. Using a location-based mobile app, the users will gather data on perhaps the most critical ecosystem engineers. The platform will use relevant APIs and open biodata platforms to compare and validate citizen data against professionally gathered data. The results will provide localized biological insights and predictions for farmers, gardeners, climate scientists, and policymakers. Well done to everybody on this challenge.
Yeah, well done. So for the, sorry, am I just butting in here, Matt? We go straight.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Which is the COVID-19 Economic and Social Recovery Challenge. And we've got an honourable mention, which is Air 5 by Coco. Well done, congratulations. Our runner-up in this challenge is Time is Running Out by Raindrops.
In this project, the team built insights on possible economic and social recovery from COVID-19, helping Victorians to understand the current situation better and suggestions on improving the community growth and recovery based on the data sets provided in the challenges. And
so we now go to the winner, and we couldn't actually separate 2 entries, so we've got 2 winners this year. The first of those is Mask Count by Citizen Science. Again, our judges love the simplicity of this entry. It really told a story. Its non-confrontational approach to data collection was also praised by the judges. It was great. Congratulations.
Awesome. I'm not going to read this one out because we've already read their project.
Oh, right. So I'll go straight on to the other winner, which is Super Smart by Disruptive Paradigm. And this again, we love this one because it really addressed a major issue in financial literacy in the community. And it's fundamental long-term issue for citizens that have accessed opening their super accounts. It's really topical. We loved the simplicity of the design again, and we loved that it could help ordinary Victorians make really informed choices. It was a great winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Our project gives insight into how we can imagine life in the new normal using the super withdrawal scheme to give Australians an opportunity to reevaluate and explore their options for the long term. Our platform allows users to see their financial situation at a glance and quantify the impact of living in a regional area alongside an algorithm that matches their priorities to a suitable area. It could be opportunities for job seekers, the amenities and lifestyle that matches their family's goals, or how a change of pace could work for them in retirement. Well done, Smart Super. And our next challenge is learning from the past.
Learning from the past. So we've got 3 honourable mentions for this challenge. The first one is FireCloud by FireTech. Well done. Our next honourable mention is For the Record. Actually, this is actually a little personal favourite of mine, so just going to slip that in, by Quartitians. Warranticians, sorry.
Wow.
And the final honourable mention is Project 1064 by Bush AI Forecasters. So congratulations to those. The runner-up for this challenge is EnviroAssist by BC. Well done.
EnviroAssist is an app that seeks to enable citizens to assist with long-term environmental studies that can help communities build resilience to future bushfires. The aim of the project is to monitor changes in the environment with a focus on bushfire-prone areas.
Really good, congratulations. And finally, the winner. The winner of our final challenge is Hypervoxels by Hypervoxels Inc. And we think that this project showed great commitment to the values of GovHack and citizens, hackers everywhere. It's like everything that we needed. We loved how they really carefully thought through the data ecosystem. It was really well considered entry, and it was a really the demonstration service that they built was really amazing quality. It was great. Congratulations, Hypervoxels.
The Hypervoxels project strategy proves that a system combining huge amounts of historical, real-time stream and user-generated data with the right technology choices can provide a highly accessible, geo-based data system for use during emergencies. If developed and implemented during peacetime, this system could be adopted rapidly and with very few barriers, requiring only a device, web browser, and occasional network access. Well done, Hypervoxels. And thank you, Kerry.
Thanks.
We're going to
Congratulations.
move on to... Sorry, go on. Okay, we're going to move on to Western Australia. So we've got, we haven't got anybody from Western Australia tonight, so I'm going to read out their summary for the night. Thank you to our sponsor, the WA Electoral Commission, and Justin. Thank you to our WA mentors, our team of GovHack WA volunteers, Sue, Jeffrey, Florian, Jan, and Nikki worked from a hub together during the weekend. Unfortunately, this year we did not have any physical events, and we aim to work with our regional teams next year to promote GovHack across the state. We want to see events returning throughout WA. Thank you to all our participants. It was great to see familiar faces, even during an online hackathon. It was great to see the different projects coming out of WA, some of these looking at assisting job seekers and industry during the challenging times coming from COVID-19, to ways to support people with voting in elections. It was also great to see participants from WA working in interstate teams with participants from locations such as Northern Territory and Queensland. WA had an award, a challenge for the Western Australian Electoral Commission called Plan Your Vote, Here's How. This challenge had one honourable mention, which goes to Plan Your Vote by A New Hope. So well done, A New Hope. And they had one winner, which goes to My Vote, The Future of Voting by Team Stone Kings and Queens. My vote is the future of e-voting for Australians, as it will provide accessibility, guidance, and confidence to vote in future elections. It will allow for planning the most convenient way to vote on election day, electronically vote on a device of choice through the new MyVote platform, and learn about the various political parties and their policies to make the most informed decision. So well done, Team Stone Kings and Queens, for that one. This brings us to the end of the sponsored challenges for tonight for South Australia, Victoria, and WA. Next up, we have the People's Choice Awards for each of these regions. So I'd like to welcome back Harshal Dowdy for the South Australian People's Choice Award.
Thanks, Matt. So the South Australia People's Choice Awards, there are 2 honorable mentions tonight. The first one is Fire Cloud by FireTech. Congratulations, guys. You definitely deserve a mention. The second one is Money Talks by Dirty Cash. Definitely, you know, both were really good choices. And the winner, a drum roll please, is Firewater, showing firefighters the fastest route to real-time available water by Water Warriors. Congratulations, winners. It is really, really, you know, a good award, the People's Choice Award, and you deserve to win. So thank you and congratulations. Over to you, Matt.
Firewater shows the location of and real-time water level monitoring of rural water tanks and other water sources for emergency services preparing for and dealing with a fire emergency. Well done, Water Warriors, and thank you, Harshal. I'll be presenting the Victorian People's Choice Award. For Victoria, we had 2 honourable mentions. The first of which was Smart Super by Disruptive Paradigm. And the second one was Super Responsible by Marvelous Creations Hacking Data. So well done to those 2 honourable mentions. And the winner of the Victorian People's Choice Award was Mask Count by Citizen Scientists. So well done, folks. And we've got the Western Australian People's Choice Award, which had 1 honourable mention, which goes to The Freers by The Freers. Well done. And the winner of the WA People's Choice Award was Minterum by Hack to the Future. Minterum is a platform that facilitates matching between unpaid short-term work experiences from employers with job seekers, with an emphasis on a recommendation system. This is mainly powered by the job seeker data set, identify demographics of greater need, skill shortage data set, highlight tasks with greatest employment need, and digital inclusion data set, understand digital accessibility. The second phase is future features on generating skill trees to better guide professional development decisions and illustrate a path to an intended career. This is powered by user-generated data, profile and job listing data on Minterum and JobActive. So well done, Hack to the Future, for that one. Congratulations, everyone. That brings us to the end of the awards for South Australia, Victoria, and Western Australia. This concludes the awards for the evening. Next week on Friday, we'll be having the Tasmanian Awards taking place physically in Hobart and Launceston, along with, as well as being live streamed. Later on in the month, we will have the New Zealand, Australia, and International Awards taking place. So stay tuned to your emails and social media for details on those. For those projects that were announced this evening, well done to you all. Your certificates and details for the next steps will be emailed out to you on Saturday, assuming Jason manages to get them all sorted out tonight. I'm sure he's going to have a lovely night of sending out emails. And for those of you that were region winners of the People's Choice Awards, following the New Zealand Awards ceremony, we will be opening a second round of selection for the International People's Choice Award. This will be open for anyone to pick from the region People's Choice winners. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to seeing what happens next in the upcoming awards ceremonies, and hopefully you do too. And that's all from me. Thank you for all of our presenters tonight, and good night.